Right, now I've got to backtrack a little bit. I don't think there's anything if you go around it. So one of the downsides of me not using a guide and just completely going blind through this bit would be that I'd spend so much time running around and not finding stuff. I would encounter a ton of enemies, and I'd just end up becoming even more overpowered. So that's not something I want to do. So having a guide and being more efficient through this bit will also mean I have to encounter less enemies, which means less leveling up as well. So sometimes you've got to bite the bullet. Okay. Got to do this again. Oh no, I screwed up. There we go. Okay, cool. So now... I've got to head back to Area 5. Which should be... on that side. Ah, shit, it's these guys again. I didn't get to have a steal last time, so... he's not going to take any damage from that. Due to the accessory, I believe, yeah. So we have two characters that won't take damage from ice damage, and Cloud will take half damage, so this is good. Wide Razor. They give a lot of experience and they give a lot of gil. So they're a good enemy to encounter. Okay, let's keep moving. Got this bit. Again, I haven't been able to save for a long time. Okay, so when you take enough steps, you will collapse and you will wake up here. You awake? You collapse at the Great Glacier. It's a miracle you're alive. My name is Holzoff. I've been living here 20 years now, so this is the guy that went missing. If you are planning to head north, you'd better listen to me. Okay, so let's just say I completely did this without a guide and I was going blindly and trying to find stuff and failing and getting lost. I think, based on what I'd read, it's 544 steps. Once you take that many steps, you will collapse and you will end up here anyway. So that kind of stops you from getting stuck there forever, kind of thing. So, yes, this is the guy that will help you go to the next stage. Now, from here on, it's your own choice whether you want to go back and pick up whatever items and equipment there is to pick up. I need to do that because there's a few things that are important here. Some materials that we need to gain. So I will be heading back, but let's talk to him before we do that. Why don't we go to the next room and sit down? I'll head out first, I think. Ah, we've got a save point, good. You ever hear about those who challenge the cliff? Nope. There's an old legend that says something fell from the sky here a long time ago. It's supposed to have pushed the land up and formed this cliff. 20 years ago, Yamsky and I braved this cliff to see what was on the other side. But we weren't prepared for it. We never dreamed the temperature would be so low. That cliff has a biting cold wind that lowers your body temperature. Yamsky was below me. He cut his own rope. I didn't even notice. I've lived here ever since, challenging the cliff and providing warning and shelter to my fellow climbers. If you're going to climb the cliff, you need to take 2 precautions. First, check your route. It's hard to find because of all the snow. Whoa, okay. Cool, I'll try. Second, warm yourselves up once you get to a ledge. Understood? Yes. You must be tired coming all the way up here. Better get some rest before you head out. Sweet. So I don't know if by having this conversation I've missed the chance to go back. I'm pretty sure you can go back, but... just want to be sure. Right, this is a much needed save. So we had to go out here anyway. Right, the whole team is here. For once. I love it when the whole team's together. You know, I've been thinking. What is it? Seeing a place like this makes you realise how awesome nature is. But if anyone ever told me to live here, I'd tell them to, well, you know. I'd tell you one thing though. If I did have to live here, I'd change things around and make it better. I guess Midgar is the total opposite of this place. When you think of it that way, the Shinra don't seem so bad. Ugh! What the hell am I saying? The Shinra? Not bad? We'll secure the route. You come up later. Okay, I think I can leave out from this way, because we're not quite ready for the cliff yet. Now... snow, as far as you can see, better watch where I walk. I'll place a landmark and start walking. Place a landmark by pushing the OK button. Alright, hold on. Okay, we need to be exiting on the east side of this field. So... so this is why the markers help. Because the camera's going to keep rotating. You've got to make sure you're going the right way. This is a really cool little area, I've got to say. So now we're completely the other side. I'm not sure if I've done this correctly, I hope I have. Because we are on our way to a pretty interesting materia. I hope Yuffie and the Naki can get a new limit break soon. I'll probably try and keep them around until that happens. Okay. Is this a double connecting area, or have we gone to the wrong place? I don't know. Right, we've got a cave here. Caves are usually a good thing. This thing looks a bit more fiery than the environment would suggest. Ooh. Shield throw. 2, 3, 4. Oh, is everything missing him? He's one of these. One of these customers. Interesting. Okay, that definitely didn't miss, and it was one hit. Cool. Yuffie can rack him up. No problem with that. And she's level 37. Good. So yes, let's enter this cave. Is this person like purple having frozen to death? No, they blinked. Go. Your destiny awaits. Go where? Don't worry about me. I am worried about you. You're kind of sitting here by yourself all purple. Now, I don't want to hurt any of you. What? You can hurt us if you tried. Come at me, bro. And don't come back again. Please, stop it. Please, that's enough. Well, okay, they're really not having it. Interesting. What is this? Snow and something. Okay. So Ice 2 luckily is not going to hurt us pretty much. Couldn't steal anything, so they've got steel as well. She's got ribbon, I think, so she should be fine. That long-range materia. Oof. That counter-attack is a beast. See if we can mini this thing. Sweet. You are no longer a threat. Can we manipulate this one? I haven't played around with stuff like mini and manipulate for a while. Avalanche. Yuffie should heal from this, at least, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot it was under mini. Nope. Wow. Nanaki not having that shit. The fire elemental on his weapon's definitely helping. But seriously, I'm supposed to... Okay, only problem being I can't get the material that I need to yet because I apparently had to do something first. So I've got to go back to the big, wide open area. Okay, so now I'm in area 10. I need to get to area 11 first before I can get the material that I need. So I've got to do a bit of backwards and forwards here. It's just one of these. So if I head this way, this should be area 11, which contains a hot spring, which is something that I need to interact with before I can go back and speak to that purple person again. There's a lot of work to do here, but this is pretty essential for the playthrough, so it's got to be done. Now. Is that the whole area? Let me just make sure I'm in the right place. Yes. Okay, this is the only place not frozen. Touch it. A hot spring. So very difficult to know. I mean, if you don't have a guide here, I'm not sure how you're supposed to figure that out yourself. I would have just spoken to that person and been like, okay, let's just move on. So unless you get lucky and you investigate the hot spring beforehand, there's a good chance that you'll never get this particular materia, so it's a bit annoying. Okay, I think now that Nanaki's up to level 39 as well, I should probably switch him out the next time I get a chance. Get someone else in. I'll probably get Sid in for the first time. Give him a little bit of time. Because this is a travel and battle heavy part of the story, I might as well just have slightly less relevant story people in the party. When we're in like important temples and stuff, I don't like having people like Yuffie there because I don't feel like she's still relevant enough to the story, or Sid, or Kate Sith, because Kate Sith's just a spy. Kate Sith has not won my trust back. Not even after the temple shenanigans. Blood Fang gain. There we go. Okay, so Nanaki is pretty much ready to be swapped back out. Let me check. Let me set his limit to the right thing. Sweet. So I think Yuffie is the only one that doesn't have her level 2 limit break yet. So now I've got to head back to that cave. I'll probably skip the battles on the way there, because this is a very backtracky and exploratory. I don't really need it. But I found the added cut materia. Woohoo! Okay, so I was in area 10 and I headed northwest, and during the trail I found the added cut materia. Now, what does the added cut materia even do, I wonder? Added cut. Attacks simultaneously when paired materia is used. So, let's say... just as a test, I'm going to attach it to fire. Just so I can see how it works in my own eyes. So, what I've understood here is that once I use the fire spell, I should be getting extra physical hit afterwards as well. So it's a very interesting move indeed. I think I accidentally headed back to the hot springs. This place is so easy to get lost in, man. Okay, Cloud gets first move. Let's check it out. Let's use fire on one of these guys and see what happens afterwards. Fire, and then an added... whoa. Okay. That's a pretty badass materia. Before the series started and I was researching like materia and just generally like how it works and what some good combinations, etc., I saw the added cut materia be shared quite often, so I think it's one of these high-level materials that can be like combined with a lot of other ones to get some pretty interesting results. So that was the first of the important materials that I wanted to get here. The other one is even more important, I would say. So yeah, I think I went down the wrong path. I was supposed to go up here. Okay, I can start escaping these now. I've been battling quite a lot. Okay, I collapsed the second time. That's fine. So yes, we're back at this cave that we were at last time. We kept talking to the purple person and nothing happened. What about now? Okay. You got a lot of nerve trying to touch me with the same dirty hands that touched that filthy hot spring. I'll never forgive you. So yeah, weird premise for a fight, but okay. Cloud needs to be healed quick. But I think is this a stronger version or is it the same? We've got Death. We've got to see if she's immune to death. Whew. So this will be the first time I've used death. Did it work? Nope. She's still like, bring it on. Great. He really doesn't do a lot of damage to Nanaki. Interestingly. Nanaki's got good defense, man. But over it. There you go. I mean, I don't know why we had to fight there, but there you go. That's how it goes. Sometimes you do what you gotta do. Why this? And there you go. This was the important material that we need to get. We've received the Alexander Materia. So really starting to fill out the summons Materias now. We'll give it to Nanaki, I think. Okay. I haven't tried out Leviathan because I'm like, this is an icy place. I don't know, like, Leviathan didn't feel right here, but... Anyway. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing, there is one final materia here to get, and that is an all materia that's in the middle of segment 13. There's a cave in the middle of that bit, so that's the final thing we'll get, and then we'll be ready for Gaea's Cliff. Stole Phoenix down. So I might as well summon Alexander against this guy, seeing as I can't even hit him. Here we go. Judgment. Alexander is always a beast of a summon, man. Here we go. Needed 120 MP to summon him. Fuck. I feel sorry for this thing. Yeah, try and evade that, man. 4,883. That was serious. So, another thing to note here is that I believe Alexander is the only holy... Like, he can add a holy element to your attacks, which is pretty cool. So that's nice. Okay, so the final thing I have to do here is to head to the area with like the waypoints, the flagpoles, or whatever they are. And I've got to find an all materia in the center. Can never have too many all materias. Okay, these are... Oh wait, no, these are just a different angle. Okay, so I ended up back at the top. I feel like if I just do this, surely I'll be able to get to the center of this area. How big can this area be? Ah, there it is. Good. Excellent. So there we go, got another all materia, and as far as I'm aware, this is it. My flagpoles have disappeared. Great. I might pass out before I make it back to the top anyway. So yes, this was the Great Glacier, and it's pretty great. I mean, in terms of how big it is, the amount of different areas it has, the stuff you can find in here. It's a busy old area. It's a tough area, so thank you to Jagged's great guide for this bit. It's definitely needed. Otherwise this section would have taken me like another probably hour. Okay, so I'll save here, and I'll switch my party up a bit before I continue up. Gaea's Cliff. Okay, so Nanaki out, and I'd probably say let's go Vincent and Sid for now. Let's have a full-on powerhouse team. The sniper's nice, man, because you can get death blow every time, but... Okay, so one thing I'm going to play around with is having counter-attack and added cut at the same time. So I don't know if he's going to reply with 2 attacks every time the counter-attack gets activated, so we'll have to check that one. Okay, this team is now ready to roll. I'm not sure if Vincent's weapon is long range. I'm assuming it is, but it is. Excellent, okay. That's good. I think I will probably save over my most recent one. Okay, I'm ready to move on. I've got to say, this is a pretty badass team. Lots of big hitters here. Let's head to this cliff and see what's going to happen. I think in general, like my MP situation is okay. I'll be fine. Let's go! 36 degrees. Oh boy. Okay. So we've got lots of things to think about, man. Body temperature drop in, we've got enemies to fight. Got to see if this added cut thing works, man. Poison's becoming pretty frequent as well. I've got to watch out for that. 5, 4, 2. Getting slapped about. Oof. Well, that was a critical, but still. I'm not sure the added cut worked there, but I don't know if it's a percentage chance of activation, or if it's always the case. Okay, let me double check the situation. Okay, so I'll give this added cut materia one more chance, and we'll see what happens. Trying to remember which button it was to... There you go. I need to get that temp back up. Okay, let's go. I think the reason why I can't click to show the arrows and stuff is because it's a linear path right now. Hopefully I haven't gone for one climb too many here. I need to warm up again on this one. Get back up to around 36. Okay. That should be that. This place looks really nice, I gotta say. That kind of... What we got? Bats. Very interesting to start. Ultrasound. Oh, silence. Nice. Blood suck. Okay, alright, okay. Coming in with the slick state ailments. These boys ain't taking no shit. Vampire Fang. Suits my boy Vincent nicely. Okay, I will do my best to try and get to all of these areas and get the special items available here. So there's one, and it's a ribbon. The second ribbon of the game. We'll give that to you. So now I've got 2 ribbon bros. That's what I want to be seeing. So that was the first important pickup. And now we got this enemy. So this enemy can use Trine. But I believe you have to manipulate it in order to do that. Whoa! Magic Breath. So that's a new ability we've got to learn. Cool. Let's see Meteor Rain for the first time. Too big an opportunity to pass up here. Oof. God damn. Cloud made it rain. Wow. But that attack was a flipping beast. But Vincent took no damage, I think, from that. So what does he have? Drains cold attacks. Okay. Right. So I think we'll give him that absorbs, drains water attacks. Didn't we have a cult? There we go. Nullifies cult attacks. We'll give him an ice ring because I feel like we can encounter a few of those during our time here.